what brings you to Austin?
I had a VonOff show yesterday that didn't even end up happening, but that's what brought me out here. And then this podcast as well too. Just trying to see what there is to do while I'm out here. But I was here for a show that.
Let's talk about it. I heard some of the drama that went on. What went on?
So basically, like from the jump, they were just like with the guy throwing the show. Like any type of issue that they could cause, they were making it an issue. So I got there for my sound check at around like 9, and I pulled up and they were already like arguing. So I'm like, oh, okay, like peeping the vibes, you know. Then I get back around 11 and you can see like the tension in the room and everything. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, and they're like, well, first they said like it's an all age show. Then they're saying, oh, well, if you're 18 or you're not 21, like you need to get out. And he's like, no, y'all said we could do all ages. Like, no. And so then they're like, okay, well, then pay me $2,000, like if you want everybody else to come in. And him being like, he just needs the show to happen. He's like, you know what? Here's the money. Then they're like, okay, now it's like $300 on top, like with tax. Like they were just like making issues. And he was accommodating to everything. Like he was like, we knew it was wrong, but he wasn't even gonna sit there and argue. Like we were in the middle of a show. He's not gonna sit there, you know? And so then he pays it, then they let everybody in. And then at first they were letting everybody smoke in there. And then they're like, all right, well, no more smoking. Like if you're smoking, put it out. So then they're like, okay. So everybody stopped smoking. Then in the artist place, like there was like a room you can go to in the back. At first it was, only 15 people. Then, no, some of y'all need to get out, only 10. Then they just locked it. So like the artists didn't even have, like we were in the crowd. We didn't even have like a place to go and chill.
That's terrible.
So then they make us a section. Like my homegirls that pulled up with me, they bought a section. So they're waiting for it. And then they had like just a little part of the bar, like where you can't even see the stage. It's inside of the bar. And they put us in that section. And then like I was about to go on and you just hear them say like, all right, shut the bar down. Stop serving drinks. Stop serving drinks.
Why they have to do you like
exactly. That? Right when my homegirl's ordering her drink too. Shout out official Baby Rose.
Oh, shout out Baby Rose.
Yeah, love her. Love her. Yeah. Funny, love her. Yeah, she popped out. She was supposed to perform with me. We just dropped a song with Eliza 1K. It's called Line It Up. And I told her like, hey, I have a show. Like I put it on my lineup if you come and you pop out with me. And so that was the plan. And right when we're about to go on,
they did you and Baby Rose dirty.
Exactly. All the openers
close the bar. That's the whole. That's the point to make everybody keep it.
And we were trying to buy like bottles and stuff. Like, and then you're gonna sit up and close the bar, and then like, all right, everybody get out of the bar and go into like the where the venue is. So we're there in the venue, and then like 10 minutes later, he's like, you know what? He's like, thank y'all for coming. I appreciate y'all's time, but everybody needs to leave. And we're sitting there looking at like, is he talking about? Like nobody was getting loud, nobody was arguing with him or nothing. They didn't start arguing till he said that, and then the guy that paid the money was like, all right, well, give me my $2,000 back because you made me pay an extra $2,000 to let everybody in here. So if you're kicking everybody out, then give me my money back. And it was a whole issue. And then that's when they called the cops because nobody wanted to leave. Nobody was getting aggressive or nothing, but they called the cops and yeah, basically like told everybody to leave. We were like that.
Did Von ever get there?
Yeah, he was there. So while all of that was happening, like the whole ruckus of everybody trying to get out and stuff, he was actually like sitting in an alleyway, like waiting for us to let him know, like, oh, everything's good, like come in, whatever. And everything was already getting shut down by then. So he was there, like just for no reason, basically.
So dang, I wonder. So was where is it? What club was it? Or
the Courtyard.
The Courtyard.
Mm-hmm. It was a Courtyard.
Was that a white dude doing all this? Seemed like it's a white dude.
More white complected, yeah.
Dang, man, why you gotta do that?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, though.
And we felt like it was like, it low-key was given like setup because some of the guys that were like on the collaboration post, they removed themselves and stuff like, and it was supposed to be, he's supposed to be on one side, but he was caught playing the other side, and we're like, something doesn't match up here, you know? So yeah, we didn't even get to perform or nothing. And Texas Buzz was out there too. Shout out Cheddar. He pulled up. He had the option to go to either this show or the Zillionaire show back in San Antonio. And he's like, nah, I'm gonna go to the VonOff show. Like, I'm gonna show you love. And then it didn't even happen. And I'm like, oh, I felt bad.
Because I saw your story, all the laws, whatever, and you whack A club or something like that. But I didn't put two and two together that it was actually like during.
Yeah, I didn't even get to perform. It was like all the openers had just like finished and I was next. And they're like, what? Thank you.
I
And I was
work like that. You like, man,
yeah.
you could have just at least waited for me to get mine off real quick.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, Vaughn. You know, hey, it is what it is. Do you think he's did you get to interact with him any, or was he?
No, I didn't, unfortunately. But the guy throwing the show was like, he was telling us, like, he apologized and everything. He's like, I'm gonna try to make all of this right. He's like, I just feel bad because the artists came and put their time, and some people paid for spots, you know. So he's like, I wanted y'all to at least get to meet him and say what's up and all that. He's like, and we didn't even get to do that because of everything that was going on, you know. And I honestly feel like that's why so many cops pulled up, like, because just the nature of the show, they were like, oh, it's a VonOff show, like, we gotta pull up deep. They blocked like the whole street on both sides, like,
it's Chicago.
And I was like, dang, like, but like the cops weren't being like aggressive or nothing, thank God. Like, it could have escalated, but they just told everybody, like, just leave, like, leave. We were like, fine.
Do you think he's a crash out though, from what you see?
Who? VonOff?
VonOff1700.
I feel like he's definitely up there as far as, like, he don't give a f- like, he's not gonna let nobody play with him, like, you know. And that's that Chicago nature, you know. Like, a lot of people that even live here that are from Chicago, you can see, like, oh, okay, I see where you're coming from, you know.
For these three individuals, Austin is their playground.
That ain't the way.
But when you spend your youth living carefree, a reality check is waiting at the door.
Man, you're the piece of shit. You
And for these three inspiring entertainers, finding success seems like a fleeting memory.
And talking about you could walk up to Home Depot and get this job and do it.
What did I ask
You was giving head so lazy. I just got a job.
Austin Outcast season premiere Wednesday at 11 a.m. only on Pop Austin Media.